Hello, I'm here with Dan Spellman. Dan Spellman is captain of Team Lindy, and you have taken up the entire ice, if you will, right? So you got basically a group of guys that's going to split up into two teams and play against each other.
Yes, got I think 20 or 23 guys, something like that. That the rosters had a little bit of turnover here in the last week or so, but I think everybody's excited to be able to be here, and the fact that we've got anything going on, I think, is just amazing. And I think it's a lot of built-up energy and so much excitement to be doing this.
Yep, I can. As you guys were kind of rolling in, I could already see the guys, jabbing each other. It didn't take long for that to start. That's one of the greatest things about hockey is, it's not just what you do on the ice or on the floor, whatever. It's the camaraderie before, after. It's like that's what hockey's all about, and that's why it's great to even be where we are right now. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your team, the makeup of it, how you come together, and just talk a little bit about that if you don't mind.
Well, so we're Team Lindy. So the company we work for, or a number of us work for, about half of us, is Lindy PLC. We were previously known as Praxair. We've been a Buffalo Tonawanda staple for about 100 years. So Lindy's been a sponsor of ours here for this is our third year in the event. And like I said, about half the team is Lindy employees, and then friends of, siblings of, family members, right? And
well, you guys started out as Praxair. There was a connection with our friend Terry Bourgeois, who's at Praxair, now Lindy. And as you said, you guys have been with us from the start. Lindy's been a great sponsor of ours. We thank yourself for making that happen in Lindy. Do you want to just tell what is Lindy? In general, what is the business?
We are industrial gases, so take in the air, separate it into the parts, oxygen, nitrogen, argon. That's kind of our big business, and so especially now with COVID and whatnot, the oxygen piece has been huge, supporting the hospitals. We have home therapies that support people at home, whether on lower flows of oxygen to support the fight against COVID, and that's just on that level. So much of what we do is really an industrial business. We help steel mills and food and beverage industry so much.
You see, if you drive down the road in industrial park, whatever, all the times you see Lindy towers, and those are probably nitrogen or oxygen or argon or something like that. So I just wanted to let you thank you for your company, because you guys have been with us right from the start. I can still remember calling you as we had an application process. After we did our original event, we'd switch it to a community shift, and I can still remember. I called everybody. I called all the applicants, and it was important for Amy and I to talk to everybody, to get to know everybody, because we we're like a family around here, so to speak. And you were one of the first people I talked to, and I just remember how passionate you were. You talked about having a team of guys that plays a lot. You do other charity events. The company and yourselves are very charitable. And I knew right away it was going to be a good fit. And you've been here. This is your third year. This is our third community shift, and you've been here ever since. And you guys have brought a full ice every time, and a sponsorship. And you guys are exactly what this is all about. And we really thank you for that.
Oh, no problem.
You guys were gearing up for your third year. We're hammering it, and then COVID happens, New York pause, all that stuff, and then obviously we changed gears about 4 different times. Thank you everybody for your patience. I always ask people, what was the reaction when you said, "Hey, we're going to do ball hockey or street hockey"? How did that go over?
Some guys, with the date change, some guys, that didn't work. Now they're on family vacations and whatnot. Other guys were like, I want to do something, I'm in. Other guys, it didn't work. Their family situation may have not allowed for it. But, like I said, I've got 20 guys here. So there's this energy of wanting that camaraderie that a lot of us have been lacking over the last 5 months. But also in the name of this event and what it is to the community. You're seeing signs. I'm hearing you guys on interviews on WBEN and GR and everything. And the way this has been embraced by this community is just it hits me every time. It's just so special. And so I'm excited to be here and to be a part of it.
Awesome.
And I think, the guys are raring to go.
I think some people didn't want to do it because they weren't into it, whatever, which is fine. Which, I totally understand. But when they see the video and the clips and the highlights of people having fun, they're going to wish. I think a lot of people will wish they had, because myself included, everybody that's been here has had a blast, and I know that those that, and yourselves included, I can tell already. Doesn't matter what happens out there, you guys are already having fun because you're finally back together.
Yeah.
So that's great. Is there anybody, yourself, any of your teammates, is there anybody in particular, a friend or relative, that you're playing for or in honor of?
Yeah, so today when I was thinking about it, and I haven't done this in past years and I don't know why, but I was getting my sticks together, figuring out what I was going to use stick-wise. Didn't want to use my good sticks or whatever. Not that they ever score anyways, but, and I was like, I'm going to write names on my stick. And I talked to my wife, and I'm like, my list is going. And on one side of the stick, I've got a list of, it's like 12 or 13 people that we know either closely, that have passed, have lost in their battle. And on the other side, I've got about probably another 10 people that we know personally that are either have beaten it or are in the fight. So, and my wife works at Roswell, so I'm hearing the stories of what they're doing on a daily basis. The work they do, the care of these people, from the doctors, the nurses, the people who are there helping push around wheelchairs, the volunteers, plug for social work. My wife's a social worker. These people are so invested, and I don't know how they do it on a daily basis.
They're really extraordinary people. The hospital's extraordinary. They just came out, 14th in the country again. So it's an extraordinary place, and we're going to continue doing stuff like this and raising money. As you know, we surpassed $1 million. So we're gonna keep after it. I appreciate yourself, your teammates. Thank you for doing this, and I hope that we can continue this for years to come and raise a lot of money for our beneficiaries.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, thanks. Go have some fun with your friends there.
We will.
All right, man.
Thanks, Mike.
See you later.